Hi, I'm Gia. 6 months ago, I thought I had everything figured out. Marcus and I had been together for 3 years. We had a beautiful apartment overlooking the park, and we'd just found out we were expecting our first child. That's when everything changed. "Babe, I'm home!" I called out, dropping my purse on the counter. The doctor had confirmed I was 10 weeks pregnant, and I couldn't wait to share the ultrasound picture. Marcus emerged from his office, barely looking up from his phone. "Hey, you'll never guess what I found out today," I said, my hand instinctively resting on my stomach. "Can it wait? I've got a deadline." His voice had that edge I'd started noticing more frequently. "But this is important. Look." I held out the ultrasound image, my hands trembling with excitement. Marcus finally looked up, his expression shifting as he processed what he was seeing. Are you pregnant?" "Yes, 10 weeks along. We're going to be parents." Instead of the joy I expected, his face darkened. "You did this on purpose, didn't you?" "What? No, this wasn't planned, but I thought..." "You thought what? That a baby would fix everything?" He paced the room, running his hands through his hair. "We've been talking about breaking up for months, and now you pull this?" I stepped back, confused. "Breaking up? We had one fight about your job transfer. I never said anything about breaking up." "Because you never listen!" Marcus slammed his hand on the counter, making me jump. "I told you I needed space to figure things out." "That's not the same as breaking up," I protested, my voice getting smaller. "I thought we were working through it together." My phone buzzed. It was Olivia checking in about the appointment. "Who's that? Your mom ready to play grandma?" Marcus grabbed for my phone. "It's just Olivia," I said, pulling it away. "Marcus, you're scaring me. Let's talk about this calmly." "Calmly? You've trapped me with a kid I never wanted, and you want calm?" His eyes were wild in a way I'd never seen before. "I didn't trap you. This happened to both of us. Get rid of it." His voice was cold and final. "What? No, I want this baby." "Then you'll raise it alone." I felt tears burning behind my eyes. "You don't mean that. You're just shocked." "Don't tell me what I mean." He stepped toward me, fists clenched. "You ruined everything." "Marcus, please." I backed away, but he followed. "I had plans, Gia. A transfer to the London office. A fresh start. We could still go together. There is no we anymore." He grabbed my arm, squeezing until it hurt. "Let go of me." I tried to pull away, but his grip tightened. "You're not listening." And then it happened. His other hand struck my face with such force that I stumbled backward, hitting the wall. The room went silent except for my shocked gasping. Marcus stood frozen, his hands still raised, as if he couldn't believe what he'd done either. "Gia, he started, his voice suddenly soft. I slid along the wall toward the door, one hand protecting my stomach, the other touching my stinging cheek. "Don't come near me." "I didn't mean to. It was an accident." The doorbell rang, startling us both. Olivia's voice called through the door. "Gia, you okay in there? You stopped texting mid-sentence." Marcus whispered urgently. "Don't say anything, we'll work this out." I looked at the man I thought I knew, my hand still on my burning cheek. "There's nothing to work out." "Gia?" Olivia called again, knocking harder. "If you open that door," Marcus threatened, "you'll regret it." I reached for the doorknob anyway. "Oh my God, Gia, what happened to your face?" Olivia pulled me into the hallway, her eyes darting past me to where Marcus stood. "He hit me," I whispered, still in shock. "He hit me, Liv." Marcus appeared in the doorway. "She fell. Tell her, Gia." Olivia stepped between us. "Back up right now, or I'm calling the cops." "This isn't your business," Marcus said, but he stayed in the doorway. "I'm making it my business." Olivia wrapped a protective arm around me. "We're leaving." "Gia," Marcus's voice softened, attempting the charm that had once won me over. "Baby, I'm sorry. I lost my temper. It won't happen again." I couldn't speak, couldn't look at him. "Let's go," Olivia urged, guiding me toward the elevator. "You can't take my pregnant girlfriend," Marcus called after us. Olivia froze. then turned slowly to me. Pregnant? You're pregnant? I nodded, tears streaming down my face. That makes this so much worse, she muttered, then louder to Marcus. Stay away from her, or the police will be your least concern. At Olivia's apartment, I sat on her couch, holding an ice pack to my face while she paced. We need to file a report, she insisted. Right now. I can't, I whispered. What if he comes after me? What if nobody believes me? I believe you, she said firmly. And we have the mark on your face as evidence. My phone buzzed with messages from Marcus. I'm sorry. Please come home. We can work this out. Block him, Olivia advised. And call your sister. I hesitated. Tara's always liked Marcus. She needs to know what he did. Call her. When Tara arrived an hour later, her reaction wasn't what I expected. Are you sure you didn't provoke him? She asked, examining my face. Marcus has always been so gentle. Provoke him? Olivia interjected. By telling him she's pregnant? You know how men get when they're cornered? Tara shrugged. Maybe he just needs time? He hit his pregnant girlfriend, Olivia said slowly, as if explaining to a child. There's no excuse for that. Ever? I know, but... No buts, I interrupted, finding my voice. I never thought he'd hurt me either, Tara, but he did. And I'm scared of what he might do next. Have you told Mom and Dad? Tara asked. Not yet. Good, don't. Dad will kill him. Or support his daughter, Olivia countered. Tara sighed. I just think you should consider all options before you blow up your relationship. What options? I demanded. Stay with someone who hit me? Who might hurt our baby next time? There won't be a next time if... There already shouldn't have been a first time, Olivia cut in. My phone rang. Detective Collins from the local precinct. Olivia had called the police while I was in the bathroom. Miss Gia Mitchell? I understand you may want to report a domestic violence incident. I took a deep breath. Yes. My boyfriend hit me. I'm pregnant with his child. Can you come to the station to make a statement? We'll need photographs of any injuries. Tara was shaking her head frantically. Yes, I said firmly. I'll be there in 30 minutes. After I hung up, Tara grabbed my arm. Think about what you're doing. This will follow him forever. It will follow me forever, too, I said quietly. The difference is, I didn't do anything wrong. But it was just one time. One time is all it takes, I said. What if it had been worse? What if I'd lost the baby? Olivia nodded. The most dangerous time for a woman in an abusive relationship is when she's pregnant or trying to leave. This is really what you want? Tara asked. I touched my bruised cheek and thought of the tiny life inside me. No. What I want is the man I thought I knew, but he doesn't exist. So yes, I'm doing this. I'll drive you, Olivia offered. As we headed for the door, Tara called after us. Just be prepared. These things aren't always clear-cut in court. I turned back to her. Nothing about this is clear-cut. But I know what happened, and I know what I need to do now. The police station was quieter than I expected. Detective Collins, a woman with kind eyes and a no-nonsense manner, took my statement while a photographer documented my injuries. Has this happened before? She asked. No, I admitted. But he threatened me when I tried to leave. She nodded, making notes. Any witnesses? My friend Olivia heard him yelling through the door and saw me right after. Good. We'll talk to her too. Detective Collins leaned forward. Miss Mitchell, we've called your boyfriend for questioning. He's agreed to come in. Are you comfortable staying while we process everything? My stomach nodded. Will I have to see him? No, we'll keep you separated. While I waited, I called an attorney Olivia recommended. Andrew Fisher specialized in domestic violence cases and agreed to meet me at the station. The detective mentioned a restraining order. I told Andrew when he arrived. How does that work? We'll file immediately, he explained. Given the circumstances, the violence, the pregnancy, the judge should grant a temporary one today. And then? Then we prepare for the hearing to make it permanent. We'll need... He stopped, as Detective Collins approached with a grim expression. "Your boyfriend is denying everything," she said. "Claims you attacked him and he was defending himself." My heart sank. "That's a lie." "I believe you," she assured me. "His story doesn't match the evidence, but you should know he's hired an attorney." "What happens now?" I asked. "We're charging him with domestic battery. Because you're pregnant, that elevates the charges." My phone buzzed with a text from Tara. "Marcus called me. Says they're arresting him. This is getting out of hand." Andrew noticed my expression. "What is it?" "My sister. She still thinks I'm overreacting." "Unfortunately, that's common," he said. "People don't want to believe someone they know could be violent." Detective Collins nodded. "The temporary restraining order has been approved. He can't contact you or come within 500 feet of you, your home, or workplace." As we prepared to leave, Marcus was being led down the hallway in handcuffs. Our eyes met briefly before officers redirected him. "Gia!" he called out. "Tell them this is a misunderstanding!" Andrew stepped between us. "Don't engage." Outside the station, I finally broke down. I never thought my life would look like this. "Few people do," Andrew said gently. "But you're doing the right thing, protecting yourself and your baby." "What if he fights the charges?" "Then we fight back. We have evidence, testimony, and your account of what happened." When I returned to Olivia's apartment, Tara was waiting. "You had him arrested?" she demanded. "Gia, this is serious." "So is hitting me," I countered. "He says you threw a book at him first." "That's a lie. I can't believe you'd even consider—" "I know him, Gia. I've known him for years." "So have I. I lived with him. I'm carrying his child, and he hit me when I wouldn't get rid of it like he wanted." Tara fell silent, then finally asked, "He wanted you to terminate?" "Yes. And when I refused, he hit me." The truth of it still stung. "So don't tell me I'm overreacting." "I didn't know that part," she admitted. "There's a lot you don't know," I said, "including who Marcus really is." 3 months later, I sat in the courtroom as the judge delivered the verdict. Marcus had been found guilty of domestic battery against a pregnant woman, a felony. The evidence had been overwhelming. My injuries, Olivia's testimony, and most damning, Marcus's threatening text messages after the incident. "The defendant is sentenced to 18 months in state prison, with mandatory counseling for domestic violence and anger management," the judge announced. I exhaled slowly, relief washing over me. Andrew squeezed my shoulder supportively. Outside the courthouse, reporters gathered for statements. Andrew handled most of the questions while I stood quietly beside him, one hand resting on my now visible baby bump. "Gia!" a familiar voice called. Tara approached hesitantly, her expression remorseful. "Can we talk?" We moved to a quiet bench away from the crowd. "I owe you an apology," she began. "I should have believed you from the start." "Yes, you should have. I just couldn't reconcile the Marcus I knew with what you were telling me." "That's the thing about abusers," I said. "They show different faces to different people." Tara nodded, tears in her eyes. "When I heard his messages in court, the threats he made, I couldn't deny it anymore. I'm so sorry I doubted you." "It hurt," I admitted. "When I needed my sister most, you took his side." "I know. I've been doing a lot of thinking about why I reacted that way. I think I was scared. If it could happen to you with someone who seemed so perfect, it could happen to anyone. That's the reality many women live with." She reached for my hand. "Can you forgive me?" I considered her question carefully. "I understand why you reacted the way you did, and I want you in my life, in the baby's life. But trust takes time to rebuild. I'll earn it back," she promised. "Whatever it takes." Olivia joined us, carrying coffees. "Verdicts all over the news already." "Good," I said. "Maybe it will help someone else come forward." "Have you decided about the civil suit?" Olivia asked. Andrew had suggested suing Marcus for damages, physical and emotional trauma, plus child support security. "I'm proceeding with it," I confirmed. "Not just for the money, but for accountability. He needs to understand there are consequences for his actions. How are you feeling about everything? Tara asked. Relieved, sad, strong. I touched my stomach. Mostly, I'm focused on the future. My future with this baby. Any word from his family? Olivia asked. His mother called to apologize, said she didn't raise him that way. I shook my head. But actions have consequences, no matter how you were raised. Detective Collins approached our group. Just wanted to congratulate you on seeing this through. Many victims don't. Thank you for believing me that first day, I said sincerely. Have you thought about sharing your story more widely? She asked. We have a support group for survivors. Some find it healing to connect with others. I'm considering it, I admitted. If my experience can help someone else recognize the warning signs I missed, it would give this whole ordeal some meaning. As we walked to the car, I felt the baby kick, a reminder of the new life ahead of us. Despite everything, I was looking forward to the future. Do you think he'll try to contact you after he serves his time? Tara asked hesitantly. The permanent restraining order prevents that, I explained. And if he violates it, he goes back to prison. But will you ever forgive him? She pressed. I stopped walking and turned to face her. No, some actions break trust permanently. I don't carry hate for him. That's too heavy a burden. But forgiveness? That's not something he's earned, and I don't expect he ever will. You're stronger than I ever realized, Olivia said, linking her arm through mine. I had to be, I replied, looking ahead. And I still have to be, for both of us now. As we drove away from the courthouse, I wondered how many other women were living in fear today. How many others needed to find the courage I had found. What would you do if someone you loved revealed their true self in one terrible moment? Would you have the strength to hold them accountable?